Hello, switching gears here a little. I just finished doing the diary entry for 1906, and now I'm going to do one for 1920. So this is the 25th of December, 1920, Christmas Day, and on the old Julian calendar it was the 12th. So it wasn't anything special to the Russian emigres in France, including Dmitri and Maria and the people they were with. So it's a Saturday, and this diary entry is written in Monte Carlo at the Hotel de Paris, room 327. So if you happen to be in Monte Carlo, maybe go and check into room 327 at the Hotel de Paris and let me know what it was like. Wow, it's a fancy hotel. I think if you're lucky, you can book a room for slightly under $1,000 a night. So if you go online, you can have a look at it. There are lots of pictures. All right, and we talked yesterday. We sorted out who the Polovtsovs were, who Gulia was, and the fact that the Polovtsovs have strong connections to Monte Carlo, and they have a villa near Monte Carlo. All right, so in contrast to yesterday's diary entry, this one doesn't have any important political or historical content. It's just a day when they're arriving and relaxing in Monte Carlo. All right, so here it is. We arrived in Monte Carlo around 2 o'clock. The weather was ideal, warm and sunny. It was awfully nice to be in the south, and we were all in high spirits. We went straight from the station to the Hotel de Paris, where we had lunch. The season is beginning, so the hotel has opened all its rooms. After lunch, Maria went to Saint-Romain with Mimi because she's going to be staying there. And Gulia and Pete Polovtsov and I went to the casino. There are some illegible words here, but the sentence ends with, and I won. We had tea at the hotel, and then I went to my room. It's on the 3rd floor and looks out on the square with a remarkable view of the mountains and the ocean. I wrote until 7 o'clock. Then I changed and went to the dacha, the Polovtsov's place, for dinner. We decided we would all go to the casino that evening, and I won a little again, playing quatre premiers. Acquaintances I found there included Dalia Radziwill and her father, old Dominic, May Dubasova, and Jock. And unfortunately, Jock's surname is illegible to me at this point. We went our separate ways, and I went to bed early. Not really typical for him going to bed early, but it had been a day of traveling and they'd slept on the train, so they were just getting settled. All right, so Maria and Gulia are staying with the Polovtsovs at this villa, Saint-Romain, and I don't know where Sasha Polovtsov is. If you will recall, Pete and Pete and Mimi were not husband and wife. I'm not suggesting that there was anything untoward. And actually, I forgot to point out yesterday that Mimi's actual name was Sophia. All right, Dmitri is being quite restrained. He had recently, well, I shouldn't say he's being restrained, because he had recently lost quite a lot of money gambling at the Travelers Club in Paris and really been desperate to scrape up the money to meet those gambling debts and looking for loans, and I'm talking about big loans. But he does play at the casino and he wins. His luck is on that particular day. I tried to find out what the game quatre premiers is, but I was unsuccessful in doing that. All right. And just one brief word on the Radzivills. And so Dolly Radziwill, gosh, I should have written down her real name. She was there with her father, old Dominic Radziwill, and Dolly had been born a Radziwill, and then she'd married a Radziwill, so she was a double Radziwill. So this was a Polish noble family with very strong ties to Russia, and Dmitri obviously knows them well. In fact, in later diary entries, he'll refer to Dominic as Papa Dominic. Now, May Dubasova is a bit of a mystery to me. She was the brother of an officer who is also mentioned in the diaries, but his Christian name is not given, his Christian name or patronymic, and hers is not given either, but I was able to find out that her full name was Maria Alexandrovna Dubasova, and she and Dmitri kind of hung around each other for a while. I don't know if there was any romantic aspect to it. She, like him, was living in Paris. She's obviously doing all right financially since she's in Monte Carlo at the casino. And maybe Jock, what's his name, was with her, although I'm not sure about that. He might have been just a separate person that Dmitri ran into. So May, according to Dmitri, was a film actress, or at least trying to get a career going as a film actress. And in fact, once he visited her in Paris on a set, where whatever film she was in was being made. And I have looked everywhere I can think of for her. I've looked on the IMDb, which usually, no matter how obscure a person is, if they have appeared in a single film, they have a listing on the Internet Movie Database. But I couldn't find her, so I guess it's possible that she used a professional name rather than using her real name when she was in films. But if any of you are aficionados of old films and silent films, and you have any idea who May Dubasova was, please do let me know, because as of this moment, she's one of my failures in respect to identifying the people in the diaries. All right, so yesterday's diary, I went for 40, diary entry from 1920, I went for 40 minutes because there was so much to say. But this time not. And tomorrow we introduce the characters of characters. It's not a novel. We introduce Grand Duke Andrei Vladimirovich, who has been mentioned in the 1906 diaries, and now, like Dmitri, is in post-revolutionary exile. And we also meet Malia, with whom he was living. So Malia was Matilda Ksheshinska, I think that's how you say it. And she and Andrei were sharing a villa, but they were not married. And as we continue on with these, we'll see that presented some difficulties. Not to Dmitri, though. All right. See you next time. Bye.